It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a show.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Murray going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Callahan. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Back to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep. Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone. It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Let's go! And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, Dillon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him. But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed. And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up. Yeah, I don't need it as much. No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
that's a big day.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Dillon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 16. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 2nd down at 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joe Tryon, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Callahan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray again.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Callahan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Come on now.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Dillon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the right side, this is Dillon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
1st down, Murray. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Callahan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Throwing on first down. Callahan. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
5 yards remain on second down. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Callahan. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. He'll get this off to Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looking to throw. Callahan. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Callahan. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, Callahan. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Callahan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Callahan. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Callahan.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A give for Dillon running right. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Now a carry for Dillon.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray from midfield.
That ball complete to Isabella.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Murray now on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby. All right, baby. That was big. That was big.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On third down, here's Dillon.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Back to throw. Callahan.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Callahan. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now Murray off play action. And the catch made by Walters. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Callahan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. On 2nd down now, Swift. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Callahan. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Dillon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st down, Callahan. Flushed out right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Howard. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Callahan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 4, 65 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Murray. Pass complete, Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go!
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they will take a knee here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job.